So, recently asked to do a setup, deck setup, but I'm pretty sure it was to Storm PvP. However, I'm gonna do just general setups for my Storm. So, this is just if I want balanced stats. I pretty much call this my main set. I'll show you. Main set, which is this ish, sort of. Yeah. Yep. Dark Mode stuff. Yep. And Immortal's Lore one. I still use this amulet, but I switch between this and the Graveyard FM from Dark Mode. Rasputin amulet, but sometimes I would use this because I like Pierce. I like Pierce over block. So yeah. Yep. Alpha and Omega pretty much pets. I have a few. I have this horrible pet, but whatever. I also have this. I mean, I figured since we tend to have a lot of final bosses that use death magic, so I'm like, I should totally make a death pet for Storm, you know? So if Dark Mode 2.0 comes out, I have at least a little bit more resist. Although I doubt this would help, you know, because you probably have like 100% Pierce. Oh my god, don't do that, KI. Please don't. And this one, very weird. Don't know how I feel about it. Don't use it for anything. It's just weird, okay? And this one, I guess if I'm fighting fire mobs or fire boss, I could use it. But yeah, I don't really do anything with it for now. It's just dead. Alright. Wait, I do have one more, but it failed. This was meant to be a critical Storm pet, but it failed. It was selfish, and plus it didn't get Stormbringer. Dealer. Sorry, Storm Dealer. Yeah, for that there's no Stormbringer. That's only for life. Right. So yeah. Moving on to my critical setup. Boom. Any day now. I'm dropping frames. This is why I don't use fraps. Okay. Alright. So, well over 100% damage. Sorry, critical rating. 22% block. 26 Pierce. I like Pierce. Like I said. Public chance. It's okay. 89 is respectable. I won't be getting new pips too much, but I will get them somewhat 3-point-ish. I mean, sometimes you have your on days and your off days. It's this game. So 47 universal resist across the board. 36 accuracy. 115 damage, which is not bad. And I use this, and I use this ring that I got from Baba Yaga. No, I don't really have a special FA. And, you know, the crit one from the, what pack is it? Halloween, or, it's not the Nightmare. It's you know, I'm pretty sure you guys can look this up. Like, just search my wand if you don't know where you get it from, and it will show you on the wiki. But I'm pretty sure most people know where to get this. And as for boots, I use the Rasputin boots. I haven't leveled my Storm to max yet, so yeah, this is what I rock right now. And I don't really know if, I mean, I would have to compare which one's better, this one or the new one that you get from Old Cop. So yeah. Okay, that's my critical setup. And moving on to PvP, which was what? Which was the, well, I guess was the reason that I made this video in general. So yeah, PvP setup, 128 damage, 48 resist. I use this. I don't use Rasputin amulet. I prefer this because Pierce Pierce, good. Block, bad. I mean, the 2% resist is kind of nice, but no. So 52 accuracy. Why I love accuracy is because of balance wizards. I do not like to fizzle lore. Okay, because fizzling lures could be the death of you, literally. Okay, so crit is just under 50%. Don't need crit anyways. Block is 46%. Huh. Funny how my block is literally the same as my Pierce. Never noticed, but that's interesting. I have 10% stun resist. I rarely stun resist people, meaning in and out. It's whatever. I don't really use healing current a whole lot. Power pick chance. 3% chance to not get fail pip. I mean, I sometimes get fail pip, but it's somewhat rare. So, main deck. This is it. What you see is what you get. I don't keep any storm blades besides the one I get from my amulets. I typically just like to spam, and now I have a ton of sunbusters because I like to find it, especially when I fight Myth. Sometimes I don't find it, which is usually my fault because I would dig into my TC without really thinking. So yeah, and then I'll be trapped, and then there was Medusa, and usually they would kill me from the Medusa, obviously, unless they don't know what they're doing. Then I tank, and then I kill them instead. Yeah. But what I do like to do when I fight Myth, I like to cloak these, and surprisingly, I usually find my cloaks when I fight Myth. It's so funny. Like I cloak stun block, and they think it's a Myth set shield, and then they would Medusa, and then it turned out it's stun blocks, and I'm like, you messed up, got you. And that's when I would like use Stormlord into Ahsoka and kill him or something like that. Weirdly enough, it works, and I love the combo. But if you're not lazy and you're willing, you could definitely remove all the Stormlords here, because you don't really need all of these Stormlords. It's not like you're going to use all of this in one match. Okay, I'm just lazy. And you could close Stormlords and put them in your side. That's what I would recommend. But side deck, I like to fortify because you could tower shield, but if you tower shield, I mean, they could remove it and then you can tower shield again or tower shield some other time. I don't know. I just like to fortify and kill them. However, when I fight balance, I tend not to. But against balance, YOLO with the insane bolts. Also against ice, YOLO with insane bolts, especially once they start spamming cold iron. Because at that point, if you're gonna use storm spells, you're probably gonna lose. Okay? I'm just saying. I mean, if you're gonna use storm hit spells, so yeah. And that's pretty much it. That's literally it. I do have one lightning elf. I don't always use it, but this spell is like, it changes so much for storm. Like, it's so incredible. Like, especially if you're first. Like, if you're first and you get this and you have this spell, only if you fight like an ice or you fight like a fire, you probably shouldn't lose to any other schools, unless maybe if a balance makes you fizzle with their laws or whatever. But besides that, I don't really think you can literally go wrong with this spell because it's so good. What I typically do is I use it and then I just stack shields while it removes all of their shields, and then they have no choice usually but to either keep shielding because they're worried that I'm gonna use like new spell or whatever and kill them. So I find it helpful, especially if you use this and then you like Stormlord, they're pretty much done. They're usually done. Stormlord and Ahsoka. It's just so helpful. I just wish that KI would introduce a vendor that sells these. I mean, I guess at legendary it would make Storm really, really good, but it's incredible, honestly. It's just really good. It's an amazing spell. I know it's hard to come by in the Bazaar, sadly, but I only have like one. Yeah, I only have one. I'm pretty sure I only have one. Yes, I only have one. But Storm Beetle's also pretty nice, you know. You Beetle, you get a blade. There you go. So that's it. Nothing really special. I don't really do strategy. I just play offensive. I don't have to play defensive because I usually die when I play defensive. I know there are some people that somehow makes it work. For me, that's why I have this pet, and I don't have a ward pet for PvP because I kind of find it a little bit pointless too. However, if you, instead of the crit, if you had like another damage talent, that would probably be a better pet, because you know you get like over 130 probably. Yeah, you probably have over 100 and 131, maybe 135. Is it? No, 134. Right? That would be the max, wouldn't it? It would. Because it's, let me see. Yeah, that would be 600 damage. Yeah. Because the only damage talents I'm missing is Storm Boon and what's the spell called? Painbringer. Yeah. So let's say this pet had all of those talents and it didn't have Defy or the Storm Striker, and I had those talents. Yeah, I would have like 134. Yeah, 134 storm damage, which would be exceptional. So that's it. I hope this video has been somewhat enlightening if you plan to do Storm PvP. This is it. Finally got there. This is my second age stuff. Second age was like when I was really discovering Storm, so yeah. And plus I was funny enough, I actually came across a few exalted wizards and they would crit on me. Well, maybe not exalted, more like Prometheus? Is it no, it's Promethean? Level 19 wizards, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I would fight like level 90 wizards, and a lot of them had like 80 spear, so they would crit on me. So I wasn't really doing too well, so I was like, you know what, I'll stop. I'm not gonna go to Overlord. But yeah, that's it. Hope you found it helpful and all that. If you did, that's good. If you didn't, well, I guess this was a waste of your time if you watched it. If you didn't, then not so much. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. See ya, pals.